John Wick Chapter 3. Parabellum picks up immediately after the events of the previous film, with John Wick on the run in New York City. Following his killing of Santino D'Antonio on Continental grounds, John is now a marked man, declared excommunicado by the High Table. This means that all the privileges and protections offered by the Continental Hotel are revoked, and a $14 million bounty is placed on his head, attracting assassins from all over the world. The film begins with John frantically trying to secure resources and allies before his excommunicado status becomes official at 6 p.m. He seeks help from a doctor to treat his wounds and from a library, where he retrieves a hidden marker and a crucifix. Just as the clock strikes 6, John is attacked by assassins, but he manages to fend them off in a series of brutal and expertly choreographed fight sequences. In an attempt to save his life, John seeks refuge with an old acquaintance, the director, who is the head of a Russian ballet academy and crime syndicate. The director agrees to help him by using the crucifix as a pass for safe passage to Casablanca. In Casablanca, John meets Sofia, a former friend and the manager of the local Continental Hotel. John calls in a marker, which obligates Sofia to assist him despite her reluctance. Sofia and John travel to meet the Elder, a senior member of the High Table who has the power to forgive John's transgressions. After a deadly encounter with one of Sofia's enemies, they reach the desert where the Elder resides. John offers to serve the Elder indefinitely, in exchange for his life. The Elder agrees but demands that John kill Winston, the manager of the New York Continental, as proof of his loyalty. As a sign of fealty, John is also required to sever his ring finger and give his wedding ring to the Elder. Returning to New York, John faces numerous assassination attempts but manages to fight his way to the Continental. Meanwhile, the Adjudicator, an enforcer for the High Table, arrives in New York to punish those who helped John. She strips the Bowery King of his power and wounds him severely for his refusal to kill John. She also demands Winston step down as the manager of the Continental, but Winston refuses, setting the stage for a major confrontation. When John reaches the Continental, Winston and Karen, the hotel's concierge, prepare for the impending siege by the High Table's forces. John and the hotel's staff engage in a spectacular and intense battle against waves of heavily armored assassins sent by the Adjudicator. After a brutal and relentless fight, John successfully eliminates all of the attackers. The Adjudicator then calls for a parley with Winston and John. Winston seemingly betrays John by shooting him multiple times, causing John to fall off the hotel's roof. The Adjudicator, satisfied that Winston's loyalty to the High Table is intact, reaffirms his position as the Continental's manager. However, it is revealed that John survived the fall thanks to the Bowery King's underground network. The film ends with John being brought to the Bowery King, who is gravely injured but still alive. The Bowery King, like John, is now at war with the High Table. The two men agree to join forces against their common enemy, setting the stage for the next chapter in John Wick's relentless fight for survival. The film concludes with a battered and furious John ready to take on the High Table and reclaim his freedom, leaving the audience eagerly anticipating the continuation of his story. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to get notifications on our new videos.